Terrence Crawford was the first fighter who I heard say he wanted to be undisputed in 2 different weight classes in the 4-belt era. He's the first and only fighter who I ever heard say that. The fact that I'm able to beat him to the punch, in a way, I'm happy, but in a way, I'm still heartbroken for him. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, dang, you got to have so much ambition to go for a goal like that, for a goal like this. And now we see Canelo. He's going for being undisputed up at 168. And it's like, look, no knock to Canelo because I'm a huge fan of him, but people got to realize I'm already undisputed.
Okay.
Undisputed.
Okay.
You know, I'm a 3-time division world champion. He's a 4. But he don't got, and I'm also a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and he don't got not even 1 Olympic gold medal. So when you compare me and Canelo on resume, I am the better fighter. And it's not about sex or, him being a male or me being a female. When you look at the resumes, that's what it is.
Yep.
And yes, I am changing the game for women's boxing, and whoever hating on that, that's just them just being mad at their own insecurities.
Yeah. Well, haters are gonna hate. It is what it is. But listen, you said you changing the game. You just officially changed your nickname, right? No more. We done with the T-Rex.
T-Rex is long gone. Clarissa the Goat Shields is here.
Yo,
when they announced me in Flint, it's gonna be Clarissa the Goat Shields. That's it.
Yo, do you remember what you said during it was so like what you said during the press conference about that, like about what it means to be the GOAT? Like, it was so powerful. Do you remember like what it was you said?
I be speaking from the heart, man, at the time, and I really was just saying, like, I'm not gonna wait for somebody else to give me that validation for me to express that I'm great.
Yeah.
Why should I, the person putting in the hard work, the person putting in the blood, sweat, and tears, the person working hard, have to get validation from someone, the fans or the media, who aren't doing any work? And it's like Muhammad Ali, if he would have never called himself the greatest of all time and expressed what he felt in his heart, nobody ever would still consider him that.
Yep.
They wouldn't say, "Oh, he's Muhammad Ali." People call him me.
Facts.
And I want to let me looking down on them. That's just saying, I'm gonna own my spot, and my spot is under Muhammad Ali. And if somebody wants to put me over him, I will respectfully tell them, please put me as number 2. Me. Yeah. This ain't got nothing to do with Layla. Forget. I ain't worried about her. I'm talking about what Muhammad Ali meant for me and what he did for my life and what he did for my confidence. He's always number 1 for me.
That's that greatness mentality, right? Like, that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about, like, when you believe that you're great, ain't nobody else gonna tell you that. Like, you have to believe in that. I mean, listen, when Muhammad Ali was running around saying I'm the greatest, they were hating on him. They were
people call him the Louisville Lip.
Come on.
That's right? What they called him.
Right? They forget that. People forget that. They forget that. So yeah, it's.
So I just wanted to express that to them, to let them know, like, I was no longer going to wait for that validation because I don't have to. And I think that was kind of mentally holding me back from being as great as I can be, trying to wait for everybody else to say, "Oh yeah, now we accept her as being the greatest." Yeah. Oh, but it's like waiting on them. They always say, "Oh well, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this," and it's like, why do I have to do what y'all talking about? And I know that I'm the one breaking records. Like, as far as an accomplishments, I am the most accomplished boxer. Once I become undisputed twice, there is no other boxer who has more accomplishments than me. They can have more fights, they can have more divisions, but as far as in accomplishments, and resumes, I'm number 1. And that's just being real. And they can say, "Oh, it's women's boxing. It's 2 minutes. It's 10 rounds." Women's boxing didn't put those rules in the rule book. The men did that.
Right.
And I've been
Right.
telling them to change that since I turned pro. Women need to fight 3-minute rounds for 12 rounds. But to me, they use that so they can pay us less and say, "Oh, well, you guys are only doing 20 minutes of work compared to 36, but you guys are saying equal pay." I'm saying equal pay and equal fight time. I don't want no shortcuts because I
You
can
want it
fight 4
all.
minutes.
Yeah.
And I can fight 12 rounds. It's just like, are y'all going to give me the opportunity to do that and give the women the opportunity to do that? Or are you guys going to keep saying you guys are less than and you guys aren't physically fit enough to do 3 minutes for 12 rounds? But we're also going to pay you less.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I know.
To me, it's like, I want to even the playing field. And if you want to get paid the same, you have to work the same, of course. But as far as the numbers, like I showed you the other day, on paper, my numbers have been better than the men, and they've made more money than me.
Yeah.
And people say, "Oh, well, you're not bringing in enough revenue." I'm bringing in more viewers, and I'm still getting paid less. So people that say they can shut the fuck up, because y'all know what they're talking about.
Facts.
And they get mad because I hit them with them facts. Like, this is hardcore facts, but they get mad.
Yeah.
It's like, look, the facts is, I had got 430K views on Showtime, and I made 200K for that fight against Hannah Gabriels. And my homeboy AB just fought. He did 288K views on Showtime, and he got paid. On paper it said 2.3 million, but out of his mouth he said 13 million. He said he went from $13 to having 13 million.
We know that's cap though. He ain't get no 13 million. We know that's cap.
I don't know. You think it's cap?
That's cap. Listen, if they paying him that much money, that man, no, he ain't paying him that much money. But the point is,
he went from having $13 to having 13 million. I don't think you're lying.
Well, he's. I won't use the word lying, but I'll say embellishing. How about that?
Okay.
But the point being though, is that you doing better numbers, and the pay is so lopsided. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't.